It's battleship time. Okay, so some of you might have played battleships before, and some of you might not have played it before. Some of you have seen coordinates on the Cartesian plane, and again, some of you not. So, I'm going to explain both what battleships is and what the Cartesian plane is, and you're going to have to partner up and pair up to play this game. If you're watching this and it's before 2 o'clock on Monday, I'll be on Google Meet on at 2 o'clock on Monday, so I can run through, can play against you, help you understand the game, Cartesian plane as well. Anyway, so into it. I've given you the link on the website to this battleship game here. So the website has got, I didn't make this, but it looks really nice. They've got 2 little videos explaining how to work this. They talk about hits and quadrants and all sorts of things. Okay, but I'm going to explain some of it. So the basic idea of the game is you've got your ships and you place them wherever you like. So I'm going to move this ship. I can move it with the top left one, and then I can rotate this bit round. There it is. I can put this. I'm going to actually leave that one. Let's put it down here. Then this big ship I'm going to move to there. This one I'm going to go here, and actually that looks fine down there. So there's where I've placed my ships, and my opponent's going to try and hit them. They're my opponent's ships. I don't know where they are, and I'm going to try and sink them. So let me copy paste this across. So this is my game board, and we'll have it here ready to go. And you don't need to copy paste it across. This is just so I can scribble on top of it and explain some of these Cartesian plane things. Okay, so my opponent's board, I don't know where their ships are. They don't know where mine are either. But I've placed mine, and I'm not allowed moving them now. And they're going to try and bomb mine. So I'm going to start by sending a missile across to my opponent. And they're going to need to tell me, did I hit or miss any one of their battleships? So I'm going to say, cool, I'm going to send a missile across. And I want to send it and try and hit it. I think that they've probably put their ship here. So I think I'm going to aim a missile here. But how do I tell them that that's where I'm aiming the missile? I can't say, well, it's sort of there on the top rightish, and then they're going to say, oh, well, you said it was here, and said it missed their ship. So how do I describe this point? Well, by convention, we always talk about the x first and then the y. So the x is like a number line across here, and the y is just a number line turned up on its side. So, I love my ruler. So you got these rulers. There's your x-axis, and your y-axis is just the exact same as that. It's just been turned on its side. So if I wanted to talk about this point here, I'm going to talk about the x value. How far along the x-axis have we gone? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to call, and I'm going to just label this point A, so I can label it here, and say A is 3 along the x-axis. And then how far up along the y-axis is it? Well, it's gone up just by 1. So I'm going to say to my opponent, and this is the point, is to practice our coordinates. I'm going to say, I'm sending a missile across to you. And I'm going to write it or text it or whatever it is at 3, 1. And then they can tell me if it's a hit or a miss. So using the game, they're going to come back and they said, no, it's actually a miss. I'm going to hope that they're telling the truth, and they're going to say a miss. So keep track of your hits and misses. I'm going to choose the point because I want to make a point. And I went 3, 1, so I'm just going to press there. And it's a miss. So I'm just going to leave it as that. Then they're going to come to me and say, well, they're going to aim at my ships. And they want to aim their point at, let's say, they get lucky. And they aim it across there. How would they describe that point that they've aimed at? Well, I'm going to call this one here, I'm going to start somewhere else in the alphabet and call this point M. So point M that they're going for, we know we put the x value first and then the y value. So they're going to go, well, the x value, how far along the x-axis? Well, it's just like we did with integers. We've gone backwards along it. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards. So that means that we're at -4, as it says there. And our y value is 2, so we've gone up by 2. So this is the point -4, 2. And it only shows that point. There's no other point on the grid that is -4, 2, because you must talk about the x first and then the y. So they're going to do that. I'm going to say, you've got a hit, well done. So in terms of keeping track of it in this game, I'm going to put it here and say they've made a hit, so I'm going to select that point. And I'm going to click here to say I want to change some of the settings. At the moment it's white. I'm going to set it to red. So I know that they've hit my ship over there so far. And so it will go along. So I'm going to say, okay, so I've gone for there. I think that they've got one sitting over here. So I'm going to go for a shot there. Now I'm going to switch out here so I can explain that point and go, I'm aiming for my next target over here. And the one I'm going to call it B. How would I describe that point? So on the x-axis, that's where we need to start with our x, and it goes in alphabetical order. How do I say how far along I've got? I haven't gone 1 because I haven't gone anywhere that way. I haven't gone that way. I haven't gone anywhere backwards. So I haven't gone anywhere at all. I'm on 0. So this x value is 0. It's nowhere along. And the y value, how far up or down have I gone? Well, I've gone down. So if we turn our number line that way around and say, well, I've gone down 1, 2, 3. So it's at -3. And we always do it this way, where we've got positive values to the right, negative values to the left. Positive values up, negative values down. You see, it's like our balloons and weights. We already saw number lines going this way around. Okay, so they tell me, well done, you've got a hit. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to go, I want to keep track that that's hit. So I'm going to change it to select, I'm going to go to the properties, and I'm going to put down a red. So I can keep track of my hits and the misses. Now, one of the reasons that I like this game is that it's in this application called GeoGebra, and we're going to use this along the way as well. So it's a nice way just to ease ourselves into using this tool as well. So have fun with the game. I hope that, I was going to say I hope that you win, but I suppose I hope that you have fun at the very least, and go back and forth. As I said, 2 o'clock I'm on, so yeah, enjoy the game.